Hello. New day, same outfit. We're recording these on the same day. I don't typically wear the same outfit 2 days in a row, just so you know. Alrighty, so this is going to be the scheduling presentation about how you're going to sign up for classes. Sometimes students will say that this is overwhelming. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed at the end of it. It is actually a pretty easy process, and there are a lot of adults available to help you. So you don't have to take crazy amounts of notes. Again, you'll have this presentation as well as the slides so that you can go over them, or an adult can go over them if they want to. So for 2 seconds, I'm going to get on my soapbox and probably sound annoying to some of you. But sometimes I'll hear, does high school really matter? Like, I failed English in 7th grade and I went to 8th grade. Or I got a D in math and they were like, whatever, and I went to 8th grade. That is not the case at the high school. So that box that you see is the bare minimum of graduation requirements that you need to get a diploma in 4 years. So let's just pretend I fail English 9. I will become a sophomore, but I will be sitting in a computer lab or a room with a teacher retaking English 9 all over again. So there are classes that have to be passed. While a D is passing, it's also important to think, okay, well, if I want to go to college or I want to go to a trade school like the Oaks, I want to make sure that I'm putting the best I've got out there. So maybe if I worked a little bit harder, I could have gotten that C. Or maybe you have a C in biology, and if you worked a little bit harder, you could have gotten that B. I just want you to keep in mind that high school is preparing you for something else, and that is life after high school. So I know in 8th grade that is very hard to think about, but I like to start talking about it as early as possible just so that you feel prepared, because my main goal for all freshmen, beyond being available and caring about you, is that you go in to sophomore year with the best GPA you possibly can. So I'm all done preaching to you. So look at that little box for me, and I'm going to go through what the graduation requirements are. A minimum of 20 hours to get a diploma. You will most likely graduate with far more than 20. You'll take 4 years or 4 credits of science. You will take half a credit of health. If you have not taken health, I would tell you to take it next year. We're going to talk about health in a minute, but online health is no longer an option after this summer. You're going to take 4 years of math. If you are in geometry next year in the high school, or honors algebra 2, you'll most likely take 5 credits or 6 credits. We would not recommend that you stop just because you have your 4. You will take half a credit of PE, and that is 2 classes in the building, 2 seasons of a sport, 2 seasons of ROTC, 2 seasons of band, or you can mix and match sports within the building. So if you play a season of a sport and decide, okay, I'm done with football, I'm going to take a class in the building, those can be combined. If you choose ROTC, you have to take 2 back to back, not back to back, but you have to have 2 from ROTC semesters in order for that to count. That can't mix and match. You will take a minimum of 3 years of science. You'll take a minimum of 3 years of social studies, and then you'll have 5 elective credits. So electives are anything from world language, engineering, teaching professions, but 1 credit or 2 classes have to be from an art course. So if you are not somebody that loves art, I am sorry, you do have to take 2 art classes. So just keep that one in mind as well. So you either have this sheet in front of you or your teacher's going to pass it out. Your copy is yellow. Before I do anything, I just want you to write your name on the top of it. So I'm going to give you a second to do so. First name, last name, make it legible so that we know it's you. Okay? That way, if we lose it, we know who it belongs to. So this is what your worksheet looks like. I'm going to kind of walk you through how to fill it out. I do not want you to fill it out today. So please do not make any marks on your yellow sheet right now. So let's say this is a pretend ninth grade student. We're going to call him Johnny. Johnny is going to take honors English because he is very strong in English. So he puts an X next to that. He is going to take Algebra 1. So he marks Algebra 1. He's going to take CP Bio as well as CP World History. So he marks both of those. One thing I want you to see is you do not have to be straight honors or straight CP. You can mix and match. So if you're a math science student or an English student, you can kind of decide if one area you feel stronger in and you want to take a higher level course. You are going to take, let's say Johnny's going to take a year of American Sign Language. He is going to sign up for a study hall, and then he's going to get PE, one of the two, out of the way, and he has not taken health, so he's signing up next year. You need to get to, you'll see down here, a number equivalent of 14. Well, Ms. Richter, how do you find out 14? Great question. It's these numbers on the side. So let's count them up. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So one more time, you got to get 14, and you count those by these numbers. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I know I have all of the classes filled out. So on that bottom part, there is a little box that says, please select 3 alternative classes. So you will notice, we go back to Johnny's sheet, he signed up for, in order, marketing, then 2D, then web design. Those are the order he likes, and those are 3 classes he would be willing to take if for some reason PE or health didn't work. I don't want to be the bad guy, so don't make me be the bad guy, but if you turn your sheet in and this is blank, I get to pick the electives that you take next year if your top electives are not available. So sometimes I'll get a little email from a student and it'll say, I didn't sign up for creative writing. You're right, you didn't sign up for creative writing. I signed you up for creative writing. Why? Because you chose not to fill out the 3 alternatives. So please don't make me be the bad guy. Fill that one out for me so that I can make sure you're taking classes you're interested in next year. That would be delightful. Okay, I made this dramatic for a reason. Online health is going away. So in years past, if you had older siblings, there was an option to take online health in the summer, during the school year. After this summer, that will not be an option. So you will have to take health in the building in person. That is why I recommend you take it as a freshman, because it is a freshman level course, typically. If you can't fit it in, it's fine. If you need to take it as a sophomore or a junior, you can do that. I just want you to know you will most likely be in a freshman-heavy course, meaning the majority of the students in that class are going to be freshmen. So if you're a junior, probably not the class that you're going to want to take. So just to reiterate, online health after this summer. So if you can't fit it in your schedule and you want to do it over the summer, it's available just this summer, and then we're done. Okay, so AP. I am not going to go over this one again because I already did, so I don't want to say the same thing twice. One thing I do want to point out is balance is really important. So if you are a student that's high achieving, just because you can take straight honors with an honors algebra 2 class and an AP class doesn't mean necessarily you should. So really thinking about, how do I do really well freshman year and get a great GPA that sets me up for success moving forward, but also how do I still get to be a student and a kid and have fun and go to things on the weekends and not feel stressed out like I have 6 hours of homework. That is not our goal for you. We don't want that. And so just keep in mind, I can do this. Should I do this? And sometimes the answer is no. There is an additional form that's required for an AP course. You can pick that up from Mrs. Beelman, and I will get that to her. Again, less than 8 kiddos. I have 540 from last year. Less than 8 signed up for one of these. So this is a rarity on a schedule. So keep that in mind. Okay, course selection guide. What is that? Sometimes students will email me and they're like, Ms. Richter, I'm really interested in sculpture, but I don't know what you do in that class. I'm going to send you this link. So I'm going to send it to you early. This link has all of the course descriptions for every class that we offer. That includes prereqs, which means you have to take a certain class in order to get into it. It also has all of our policies, programs, and procedures. The graduation requirements I already talked about. The honors diploma, that one is ever-changing and way too long to explain in this. So just know if you're interested in an honors diploma, go to the course selection guide because it'll tell you how to achieve that, as well as the planning worksheet is also in there. So let's say you have a specific question for a department. So I'm thinking, I think I want to take honors bio, but I'm not positive. I want to kind of see what the teacher thinks between the two. Click on this and there will be slideshows created by teachers. And it'll kind of show you, okay, this is what honors bio looks like versus CP. And it might help you make that final decision. And the last place I want you to look before you email me is the counseling website, which I have attached right here. It is a awesome one-stop shop that we have created. There is a schedule tab on the left. You're going to click on scheduling and it will pop up a ton of resources. I would I would love somebody to tell me that they have a question that's not answered on that website. That is not a challenge, but that website pretty much has everything you're going to need. So if you are one of the few that go to all of those places and you still have a question, then reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. Okay, so one more time, these are kind of the dates. So either, depending on when this video is shown, it'll either be next week, there will be a parent meeting, or this current week, there is a parent meeting on Thursday. On the 15th, we will be over at the junior high for conferences. So if you want to meet in person, your scheduling sheet is due to your social studies teacher on the 22nd. And then you will actually register in social studies classes the week of February 26th. So that's up to your social studies teacher when they want to do it. And then last but not least, February 27th, maybe 28th, we'll be over to just check in and connect with you guys. I'm going to bring 2 students with me. So they will be the ones answering questions because you are much more likely to answer or ask a question to a student than you are to me. So I'm going to bring them with me. Again, here's my information. You will be coming to the high school most likely end of April, early May. There will be a tour of the high school. You'll get to kind of see kind of the lay of the land and where things are located. So just know you will get to get into our building before summer break. Once schedules are done and they're set, you will get an email stating that schedules are available through PowerSchool, and you'll find it electronically in August. So hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much, and I will see you guys on the 27th. Have a great rest of your day.